Our next two guests, hustling, that's perfect music people, that's great, are powerhouses, Ashley Graham and Emma Grede. So Graham is a world-renowned supermodel, entrepreneur, and investor. Grede is the co-founder and CEO of the clothing brand Good American, and oh, by the way, a founding partner of Kim Kardashian's Skims. Have you heard of it? They are the co-hosts and executive producers of a new competition series. It's called Side Hustlers. That's why they play that music on the Roku channel. You can get it at any time, by the way, on the app. Female founders compete for a mentorship and cash investment so they can decide whether to quit their day jobs. In this clip, the founder of an underwear brand, it's called Bonks, pitches her product.
The intention is for Bonks to be your emergency underwear. You know, long day, late night? How about your locker if you're in high school? How many times did I have a breakthrough bleed in high school? You should always have a spare pair of underwear on you, particularly when you're traveling. It boasts a super stretchy technical fabric. This is a one-size-fits-many product.
Do you think my hips would fit that?
You know me, it's like, I like sizes. I like extra large, 2X, 3X,
you like
4X.
sizes. I am the extra size.
I mean,
I'm just looking for durability.
I think you might be okay.
Yeah?
Well, that is fashion.
You know.
Yes, it has many uses on your butt or your boobs. Ashley Graham and Emma Grede, we're glad to tell you, join us first here on CBS Mornings. Welcome, welcome, girls. Emma, I have to stand up to see if you like my suit. This is Good American.
Okay, that twirl, Gayle.
This is Good American.
You look so good, Gayle.
You know, this is a thong. I don't know if a thong is my friend. I don't know. Just saying.
I don't know.
But I love
like
this
everything.
suit. I love
so
this
good.
suit.
I'm into
You're
it.
selling that suit.
The show, guys, is so good. It's sort of like Shark Tank to me on steroids because you take us behind the scenes, you get involved and invested in the women's lives. And you were saying that a woman's journey is different than a man's.
I
True?
really think it is. I mean, it's
How so, Emma?
Well, you know what? I think as women, there's so much more that goes into creating a business, right? As an entrepreneur, you are looking after your family, you're looking after, dependents. And so you don't often have that magic thing that often can make men very successful, which is like an undivided focus on your own success. We have to think about a lot more. So I think the point of this show was really to have a look under the hood at what it takes to be truly successful. How do women actually put their dreams and prioritise their ambition and put their own dreams first? And so it was interesting.
Not only, guys, do you look under the hood, Ashley, you guys are both so brutally honest with these women. Come in there pitching. Yes, that's at one point, Ashley, you say to one of the founders, I'm telling you this with love, you're killing your business. And you think it's important to be that honest with them?
100%. See, we're not just investing in an idea, we're investing in the founder and the woman behind the idea. And if we're going to be met with challenges along the way with giving our unsolicited advice and giving them our encouragement, giving them our time and our money at the end of the day, they need to listen. And I know who you're talking about, no spoiler alerts, but I really wish she would have listened because that was a very incredible thought-out business that I truly would still be using today if she would have taken my advice.
Too true.
You know, it's good that those hard truths are being said because oftentimes people who create businesses don't hear those. Another hard truth when it comes to the financial world and it comes to women founders of brands, the reports are that they only receive about 3% of venture capital funding. How much of that, knowing that as business women, was part of the journey of creating this show?
I think it's a huge part of it. I mean, as a woman who's raised hundreds of millions of dollars herself, I really see it as my responsibility to actually invest in female founders. I think there's a lot of chat about women supporting women, but it's like, you really got to do that. You got to put your money where your mouth is. And I think that so often women are pitching female-centric ideas to a room full of men. So what's the surprise? There is no surprise there. So it's going to take women like me, women like Ashley to actually say, you know what? I believe in you. I see what you're trying to do, and I'm going to give you my check to get it started.
But you also both probably remember when you were pitching, you said, Emma, you can remember being laughed at in a pitch.
I was laughed. Now who's laughing, Gayle?
You are, Emma, you are.
Just saying.
And Ashley, you say even today that you still get rejection.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's a part of the business. I think that there's nothing wrong with rejection. It makes your skin a little bit thicker, and it actually helps you get to the end goal as well. But that's exactly what we wanted to do. Not everybody is supposed to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody has the solve issue that that they think that they've created to change the world. But that's what this show actually showcases, is that we are actually investing in something that we believe as founders, as investors, as mentors, really at the end of the day, that we want to instill confidence in these women to take the next step, to really like, go after their dreams.
So what is that most important quality? If there's a founder out there who's watching, what is that most important quality?
What gets your attention?
that you're looking
Good
for?
question, Vlad.
For me, it's all about mindset. Anyone can have an idea, but the type of person that can take something from 0 to 100 is very different. And oftentimes, it's not about strength of idea, execution, finances. I actually think when you start a business, it's better to have no money. Because otherwise you're because otherwise you're over-reliant on those finances to get you somewhere. What you need is innovation, ingenuity. But if your mindset is in the right place, that's the difference between somebody who's going to make it.
Spot on.
Let's be honest, the money does matter.
Yeah,
The money does matter.
And it helps.
But Ashley,
the show, we
what
do
gets
give a
your
lot of money.
attention in
We
a good
do.
pitch? What gets your attention?
For me, the attention is it solving a problem, and is it something that I want to use or the women in my ecosystem are going to use? I think about my mom, I think about my sisters, my best friends. Like, is this something that is viable in my daily life? And I don't want it to be too difficult, and I also don't want to be so redundant. There's so many different categories that are so oversaturated, but maybe this one's a little bit better.
Yeah.
And also the founder. The founder really matters.
You don't have
all
to,
about the founder.
You don't have to recreate the wheel. You can add a different tread on the tire.
100%. But you know, so many entrepreneurs don't think like that. They go like this kind of insular look. You have to be putting a customer first. And I always say that to anyone I work
customer
with.
first.
Yes, it's like you really need to think from a customer mindset. That's what's going to make you
I know.
successful.
You should see me now trying to think, do I have an idea about something?
You know who to call.
Yes, I know people. Emma, you've got 4 children. Ashley, you've got 3. And I love that also plays into how you move in the world. I think it's so important. This show is so good.
So
and you
good,
can
guys.
get it anytime
It's
on
free
Roku.
on Roku channel.
It's
Power
really,
duo
really
right
good.
there. Love it.
Really good.
Roku.com.
Power duo. My best to your significant others and your children.
Thank you,
you.
Gayle.
Cheering you on.
Thank you.
Cheering you on.
Nice to see
so
you
much.
guys.